ladies and gentlemen? Today I will be reviewing Before Midnight. Before Midnight is a romance drama written and directed by Richard Linklater, very well known for the films Walking Life, Before Sunrise, and Before Sunset. So, the third and final of the trilogy Before Midnight. This is a film that, again, this is the third and final film of which I would possibly say the greatest trilogy of romance films. I don't think there've ever been a romance trilogy, especially one as good. There's always been like a great, fantastic romance film, but there hasn't been a trilogy in which all three just co-align and it's just damn near perfect and it's fantastic in every way. And the Before trilogy really does that. But yeah, I saw this film again. I saw it, what is this, my second time watching it. I saw it Before Sunrise around 3 times, Before Sunset 3 times. This is my second time watching Before Midnight. I saw it once, not that long ago. But yeah, let's start off with the performances. We got Ethan Hawke, again, as the character of Jesse. It starts off with him dropping off his son. A very loving relationship between him and his son, and drops him off. We get to see a little bit of what happens after Before Sunset, because you can very much tell they got together by the end. But the aftermath of he had a wife and cheating on her and how that affects everything, and you can see a lot how much that affected this character, how all this came to be. Yeah, Ethan Hawke is fantastic. He's great as usual as this character. I thought he's done this character for around 20 years now. I think he's done this specific character 3 times. This is I think it's his final time. But he is just fantastic as this character. He's great. He has that swagger of Jesse like usual. Older. I say that a lot. But he's older now. Even much older than Before Sunset. Before Sunset, I think he was like in his late 30s maybe. But now he's like in his 40s and he's older. Yeah, he's fantastic in this film. And Julie Deeply is great as usual in this film. I thought her performance was great. And she's always good in these films. The French love. Yeah, she's great. She's great in this film. And all around, all performances in this film is great. There's more side characters than Before Sunset, which is, I think the side characters here were good for as long as they were in the film. I thought the side characters were good. They felt real. They felt like real humans. And it was great. I thought the side characters was good. And all around, I thought this film is directed as amazing as usual. I feel like the budget is bigger in this film than the other two. It's still indie type budget, and it's much bigger. Yeah, I thought the film was directed very well. The shots is great as usual. A lot of walking scenes, a lot of walking shots. That's what I love about the Before trilogy. There's a lot of walking, a lot of dialogue, a lot of talking, and it's great, and it feels so real, and I love every minute of it. The writing is great. It's fantastic. What can I say? The dialogue is just amazing. It's good. It's fantastic. It's great. The dialogue in these 3 films are amazing in my opinion. I thought Before Midnight had some great dialogue. And I felt this film felt the most real out of the 2, I think. I felt this film felt real. Like, I felt like this is what happens when a couple has been with each other for years and a lot of deep things between them and a lot of things that separates with them, and it feels real. It feels like a real life relationship, especially one of which they have kids, and it's great. The little twins were cool. They're I mean, come on, they're cute as hell. It's great. I thought the writing was fantastic, but it felt real. I feel like this is the most real out of this, the whole relationship and all that. It felt like the most real of the trilogy. The chemistry is just amazing between these two. These two have just fantastic chemistry. Again, some of the best chemistry I've seen on film. But these two are amazing, especially now with this film, seeing them in a point of which they've been with each other for such a long period of time. They know each other. They know all the jokes, all the shit, and it's great. It's great. When you see this film and Before Sunrise, it's so interesting how it starts off with young love to now adult love to now just marriage and kids, and how that gets to it. I thought it was just done masterfully as usual. But yeah, the chemistry, top tier. Cinematography, great as usual. I mean, this film is just great to look at. It's visually beautiful. The shots are top tier. It's great. It's great shots after great shots. The music is great. I do like the song. A little bit of the score in this film, it felt great. I really did. I feel like I like the score here a little more than the other 2. felt like the score in this one was a groove, just really good. I felt the groove. I really did like it, and the score for these three films are great. The adventurous, this foreign place, and it's great. I don't know where they're at this film though. I kind of I forgot what they're at. I know the first one is them in, I think, Vienna. The second one is Paris. Fucking awesome film, really. It's an amazing film. I think if you guys haven't seen it, you should absolutely go watch it. It is a masterful film. It is directed beautifully as usual. The writing is as good as it is. All around amazing. An amazing film. And it deals with just this husband and wife type. In the film, they're not husband and wife, but they might as well be. They've been with each other for so long. So I see it that way. But they're fantastic. Just an amazing film. It deals with the real life, just a real life relationship, especially one that lasts a long time. It can be a little rough and tough. And when they're like arguing and shit, were just masterful. I thought their performance was beautiful. Some of the best performance. I think it's like up there as their best performance. In this whole trilogy, personally, I think this film has their best performance because it deals really deep in the relationship, and it's masterful, and I love every minute of it. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, you should absolutely watch it. It's fantastic. Also watch the whole trilogy. I think it'd be a good watch. But yeah, the rating for this film is gonna be a 5 out of 5 stars. Amazing. A masterful film. I gave the first two 6 stars, and I gave this one a 5. Reasons for it is that there was something, like the first two, it dealt with like, oh, how are they gonna get together, shit like that, like, oh, the mystery of like, oh, they're gonna get together. This one didn't have that as much, which kind of doesn't make it as legendary, but I still felt that this film is amazing, and it's still beautifully written and directed, and it's still a film that absolutely should be seen, and it's great. It's so real. It's so real, and especially watching these 3 films and the whole romance, it gives you an insight in the best way possible. I feel like this is the most realistic form of film, of romance and stuff. I truly did love this movie. So yeah, that is my review for Before Midnight. If you have not checked it out, please do. Check out the whole trilogy. It's one of the best trilogies I've seen in film, specifically for romance. There hasn't been one that I can compare to, and I feel like this is the grand mill, right? This is the grand top. I don't see many films trying to get to that point. There are some that, again, are bad. There are some modern romances that are truly terrible. I've seen them, and they're like, what the hell? It's crazy. It's crazy how people view love these days. But I thought that these movies are fantastic, and they're very not well-known movies. They're not films people have seen. But I think people who like romance movies and want to see 2 people fall in love sounds corny. That sounds fucking corny. Yeah, if you want to see that, go watch that, because this film has everything. So yeah, that is my review. So see you guys in the next review. Peace.